Okay, now some COVID tips for you folks out there. It's a dangerous world and you got to be careful out there, so I'm going to tell you how I prepare for going outside. The problem with outside is there are people out there and they might have, well, you know what I mean, the C thing. People like this who are suspended are normally not a problem. You can keep well away from them. People like this are questionable, so I'd be a little bit wary of someone like that. Now babies do not really get the COVID very often, it seems, but it doesn't mean that they can't be carrying it, so do be careful. The very young ones can, so it's not as simple as it might seem. Just because you're, you know, a teenager doesn't mean you're, you know what I mean. And the other thing to know is that it's all working for us in a proper way, because there are other things you can do, and one of them is to pray for the people who have coronavirus. Now, if you just go in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, Amen, which translates as in the name of the money and the power and the reputation, Amen, you will actually get a plenary indulgence. Now, I don't know if you know what that is, but it means that when you die and you're not a saint and go straight to heaven, you go to purgatory. So it's not the bullet train up to heaven, but it's over here, purgatory. Your time in purgatory will be cut by the length of that indulgence. Not sure how long you get off your sentence, but the Pope didn't say that. But it doesn't matter, you'll get some off, so that's less time in the purgatory place. If you're bad though and you go bleh, down to you know where, they get it, not going to work down there. So you can do things via the cross, that's helpful. Put that over there. And persons dressed in black you should be careful of, absolutely. Oh God. Like this one here is a priest obviously, but this one's a particular Jesuit priest. Oh damn. This is the other thing you need when you go out. Take the soap with you, because you can't buy a hand sanitizer. So I prefer the Dove soap because it reminds me of the song. And it's a very sort of spiritual soap. On the wings of a pure white dove, he sends us his sweet love, something like that in the song. Anyhow, Dove is a good soap, nice smell too. And along with the Dove, I need a bit of space here now, excuse me, boys and girls. When I go out, I take with me, along with the soap, a bucket of water. So if I've had occasion to, or accidentally, touch a person, or particularly a person in black, you should immediately wash your hands. And you do this for 20 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Put the soap back there, rinse your hands off. You should carry a towel with you too, which I'm afraid I haven't got with me at the moment. So wipe it on your pants, that'll do. Now the other important thing for going outside, out there, is I've created what I call the C sticks. Obviously it means COVID sticks, and there are two. These sticks are colour coded. This is your standard 1.5 metre long stick. You carry this with you whenever you go outside, and you can check quite readily your distance. This one here, you can see now that that person there, be it male or female or something in between, isn't too close to me. So I have to get further away by removing myself or by pushing the person away like that. Now that is the recommended safe 1.5 metres. So now I feel better. I feel a little bit protected from danger. Now should the person that is near you be dressed in black and be wearing a funny hat, it's more than likely that they are a Jesuit priest. Now you've got to be very careful of them. So this C stick here, the red coated one, is actually 1.8 metres long. So it gives you a bit more safe distance. And again, you carry this with you when you go out, and it's easy to tell it's the red one. So now I have the problem here that I'm too close to this particular Jesuit priest. So now I have to do something either to push that priest away over there like that, get going, off you go, get away from me, there, more, off you go. They're a bit reluctant to move at times, but don't worry about that, just keep pushing right over to the edge. And even though it's not far enough, as you can see, I have to actually remove myself back here as well. And now I've got 1.8 metres from the Jesuit. That's not really a safe distance, really, but in terms of social distancing outside, it can be a bit tricky, but so we'll settle for a 1.8 metre as possibly being safe from that particular type of human being. So there are your two sticks. There's your soap and there's your bucket of water. Now take those with you when you go out. You've got to do that every time. If you think you can be clever and sneak out and just get around, like, you know, be silly and put on, you know, like a pretend mask like that, don't even bother thinking about it, because that's not going to work. People will still know that you're somebody and you're not. Anyhow, if you wear that, the police might arrest you. Those are the tips for today. And as things eventuate and as things sort of probably get worse here in Australia, we have to be very careful, and I'll come and give you some more tips as soon as I discover what's going on out there and bring you the news and all about it. So don't forget your bucket, your soap and your sticks, and be careful and be safe, and if you feel like it, don't forget, say a prayer.